20th Century Boy by T-Rex. I vividly remember what was now, would have been almost how many years ago? I'm trying to remember. Almost 8 years ago. I say vividly remember. I do vividly remember it. I just can't quite remember when it was. Almost 8 years ago, group of amazing guitar students that we had at BMT. We got 3 of them to play this song in a real live rock band with a drummer, with me playing bass guitar, and we had 2 female vocalists as well singing this song. It was absolutely amazing. Had the whole room, about 200 people in a massive auditorium, all clapping, all stomping along, cheering along. Biggest cheer of the evening in an ordinary primary school concert. Can you imagine that in your school, assembly school? You've got a school concert and there's a real full rock band. Those kids, they were only 11 years old. They were all year 6s. It was a really, really great memory. And so I'm very, very, it's my greatest pleasure to be able to pass this riff on to you. So let's have a quick look at the tab. There are some variations of this riff sometimes. So there it is up there. We'll zoom in a little bit. And it sounds like this. We'll do 4. 2 more. 1 more. It uses something called a power chord. To get that power chord, all you need to do is take your finger 1, put it on fret 2 of the A string or the 5th string. Remember, count from the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put that there. And you're going to pick 2 strings. You're going to pick the E string, which is the 6th string, and that A string as well. You pick both together, you get a very cool sound. If you can, what you want to be doing is swinging your hand out slightly, like this. What that'll stop you from doing, it'll stop you from hitting these strings. You don't want to ring those ones. But it'll make sure you get a good whack. Because if you kind of pick it a little bit timidly like this, it just doesn't sound rock enough. Even on acoustic guitar, you've got to start really putting in some welly to get that tone. So you can then start to learn the rhythm, which is this. Think about rhythm without getting too theoretical is to just count how many notes there are in that rhythm. So you're going to count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There are 9 notes in that rhythm, and there's a big gap between the 5th and 6th. So I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's a little gap, not as long as I've just made it, and then 6, 7, 8, 9. No, I would say the number 7. Instead of 7, so it's Seth, because otherwise it's going to sound like I've got 2 notes. 7, got 2 syllables. We don't want to do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. Count that wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So think of it as 2 separate parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7, 8, 9. As you move through music, you will learn how to count in a much more complex manner. For now, you don't need that. And this is theory enough for you. It's just counting notes, how to break up those phrases. So once you've got that rhythm, you then need to know where the placement of this second finger occurs. So actually you can have 2 fingers on the fretboard at the same time. Essentially you have this chord, which is the power chord I already showed you, and then you have a kind of another weird chord where your second finger goes here, and you're hitting 2 notes at the same time. It doesn't actually matter too much if this finger blocks this string and you end up getting 1 note. It's going to be very, very brief if that does happen. It's not a big deal at this stage. That is how that riff is going to sound. So all we need to do is locate which note the 3rd fret lands on. So let's just go here. So we've got 1, 2, 3. Number 4 has got the 3rd fret, then 5. And then 6 has got the 3rd fret, 7, and then 8 has got the 3rd fret. And so let me just highlight those a little bit more. I'm just going to go underneath them with a bit of green here. So it's 4, 6, and 8, so all odd numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You may find that you play this with very little rhythm, just going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then what you want to do after that is actually break it up into 2 phrases, like that. And then this will be a separate phrase. So you'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's your first phrase. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And your second phrase. 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm going to do that off the screen share so you can see it a little bit better. So you have this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll do that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the other one. 6, 7, 8, 9. 6, 7, 8, 9. One more way you can think of this is just off and on and learning it as a rhythm. Off, 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 on, off. Off, 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 on, off. Repeat it with me. Oh, I can hear you very loud and clear. Off, 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 on, off. Off, 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 on, off. And then the other phrase. On, off, which is actually easier because it just goes tick-tock between 2. On, off. So you'd go on, off. And again. On, off. And hopefully now what you've got is you're building up the whole riff. Okay, to end this recap of this song, we are going to play along with the record. I'm going to let it ring through just once. Actually, no, I'll let it ring twice. We're going to do it at 75% speed to begin with, and then we're going to go up to 100%. We're going to do 4 repeats. So we're going to wait 2, come in with 4. I'm hoping that I've got this right, that there is actually at least 6 repeats. It might actually come in with the vocals. If not, I'll suddenly stop, be very, very embarrassed, and then do something slightly different. Here we go. Good luck to you. 75% speed. There's 1, 2. Okay, let's come in. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more. So, this is the bit where I'm really embarrassed because it only has, this is a bit of theory for you, it only plays that riff 4 times at the start of the song. We let 2 of them ring and we came in for 2 and then it moves on to a different part of the song. So we don't get as much time to practice. We're going to do that again, but this time we're only going to let 1 ring, which means you're going to play along with how many? 3. Well done. Just rewind the video if this is making no sense. Okay, here we go. So we let Ron ring through. There it is. And 1, 2, 3, 4. And 2 more. And 1 more. And stop. Hope you guys are loving this, playing along at home. Let's go 100% speed, so normal speed. We're going to do it the same again. We're going to let 1 ring. We're going to play along with 3. Okay, we'll only do this once. Here we go. Let's go with the noises this time. Here's the riff. And 1, 2, 3, go. 2 more. 1 more. Here we go. I hope you've really enjoyed this rusty recap of 20th Century Boy. Goodbye.